Greetings, it's Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network, and we've got a ball game here. We're shifting to the 1968 replay. We are early on in the season. This is the second of a two-game series, St. Louis Cardinals at the Chicago Cubs. And I will have the lineups for you all in just a few moments. Starting for the Cardinals will be Dick Hughes, right-hander. And for the Cubs, it will be Joe Niekro, also a right-hander. Hughes has no record. This is his first appearance in the season. Niekro is 1-0. For the Cardinals, it's Lou Brock in left, Flood in center, Maris in right, Cepeda at first, McCarver catching, Shannon at third, Javier at second, Maxville at short, and Dick Hughes pitching and batting ninth. For the Cubs, it's Kessinger at short, Beckert at second, Williams in left, Santo at third, Banks at first, Hundley catching, Spangler in right, Phillips in center, and Joe Niekro pitching and batting ninth. Again, we're very early on in the season. The Cardinals are 1-2, 2.5 games behind the world champion St. Louis Cardinals. And the Cubs are 3-0. Off to a very good start. A half game behind Houston, who, believe it or not, is 4-0. And the Chicago Cubs take the field. Joe Niekro on the mound. And leading it off for the Cardinals, Lou Brock. Six left-handed, flies it to center. And under that is Adolfo Phillips to make the catch, 1 out. Now here's Curt Flood. Here's Niekro into his windup. That's 4-4. Right-handed, grounds it to third. X Santo. 115. 13-1. That's an E15 roll. E15-10. And he throws him out. Nice play by Santo, 2 away. And that'll bring up Roger Maris. .612 left-handed, grounds it to first. Banks takes to the bag. And the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning for Dick Hughes. The Cubs won this game 7-6 in real worlds. Torres and Gilson will have to be pulled. Torres is a nameless player if we're going to use him, and they came in. Jaster also pitched. We'll have to see if he's able to avoid 3 in a row. Tiefenauer pitched for the Cubs. Here's Okay, here's Dick Hughes on the mound. Kessinger leads it off. The Cubs won the first of this 2-game series. .53 switch hitter batting left, ballpark blast, W power. We forgot to put in the ratings. Let's see what we got here. 68. That's again a 5-3 ballpark blast, and he's got W power, so that'll be a base hit converted. Kessinger is on first. 1-15, 1-13 being held. Here's Glenn Beckert now. Pitch to Beckert, 4-4 right-handed, grounds it to third. X. Shannon, 222. 12-2, E22 roll. E22-5, and he boots it for an error. Shannon with the error. First and second with No outs. And Billy Williams, the batter. And Kathy Harden has arrived. We say good morning, and Kathy Harden for the Cubs. Okay, Williams facing Hughes now. 5'9", left-handed, struck him out. One down. And now Santo, first and second, one out. Two eight, right-handed, walked him. So Hughes has loaded the bases. And Ernie Banks, the batter. We've switched this morning to the 68 replay. From the 62 replay, we may be alternating on these. And then quite possibly when Strat-O-Matic comes out with a 1970 set, I may get that. Bases loaded, one out. Here's Banks now. Infield back. Pitch to Banks, 1-6. Lines it to third. To Shannon, two outs. And Randy Hundley steps in. Hughes trying to get out of this. .55 right-handed and home run. 1-14. It is gone. A grand slam home run by Randy Hundley. All unearned.
Very good. You look real good.
Four unearned runs allowed by Dick Hughes.
That picture in the paper last night was really big, and I hope they got that one all over the country. It was damn good. Thank you. That was real good. I wanted to.
Let's look at it again. Hundley.
The Farm Bill's up today in the Senate.
5'5",
Leadership,
right-handed,
reviewed this morning, made a decision.
and home run. He's got the power against right-handers. 1-14. It was a 4.
It was, by way of alternative, my first choice that we repeal the 58 Act altogether. Right. Extend the present. I was with Ellen until late last night. It was his judgment, although he'll do that if I wish, that this would be extremely difficult.
That is Hundley's second home run in the season.
Where corn is concerned, because soybeans
He had 7 in real world.
A 0 to 90% provision in the law of 1949. His proposal is,
And it's 4-0.
enter an amendment
And
to
here's
that
Al
effect,
Spangler.
that we repeal the 58 Act, which gets this.
It's 2 outs, nobody on.
Provide a 0 to 90% provision as the other feed grains and soybeans have.
6'4", left-handed, flies it to center X
Not set support.
for Flood, 1-8.
Add to the surplus. Now, this has some dangers that I want to.
16-1 makes the catch,
We don't have a 90% support.
and the side is retired.
We could, but we won't.
4 runs for
This, of
Chicago.
course, is the danger. This, of course, is the danger. Now, the
Off Hughes.
Here are that we can start, that this act would also mandate.
Only had 5 starts
To submit a program.
with 64 innings pitched.
Part of that, we could make it very clear.
We move to the top of the second. Now the Cardinals have their work cut out for
We
them.
would have to set support part of that proviso. We've got a year, 2 years almost, to bring this.
Orlando Cepeda will lead it off.
It is the judgment of a number of people who I have checked with that our most effective opponent, which is the cattlemen, will begin to get shaken up when they realize that this kind of going to knock hell out of their prices, get some kind of accommodation and get some kind of alternate through.
Here's Necro.
This is a law, this is what we'll have to do.
512. Right-handed grounds at the first X.
On its way to you. We believe here now that if the feed grain program continues as successful as it is,
Banks 3-7.
we will have the surplus on feed grains, which was
5-3 takes it
down
to the bag.
50 to 55 million by the end of 63. Correct.
One away
This is correct, and we need to do so. The determination
for Tim McCarver.
adequate stabilization and security reserves.
4-8 left-handed base hit. McCarver is on, and Mike Shannon, the batter.
Which would mean not even an extension. It would mean next January would be exactly that we probably have to follow this course. Well, I know,
2-5. Base hit to left. McCarver goes to second and holds. 1-12, 1-13. And here is Julian Javier. First and second, one out.
Because we came so goddamn close. Something no one thought had a prayer. Of course, when you do that, it's better to lose big.
5-8 right-handed walked him.
The Republicans, the Farm Bureau,
Loads the bases now
the business groups and all now are
for Dal Maxville.
Now this is what they want to do, is pass nothing. And if we're not
Infield
careful,
back.
we end up with nothing. Then what would happen? Well, then we just go back to the 58 law. We come back here next January, and we'd really have our tip in the ring. Why would we? Well, because we just go back to
Bases loaded, one out, 6-5. Grounds to short X with the infield back. Could be a double play. Kessinger 234, 6-2, and he turns the double play. 6-4-3.
I don't know. He'll say we'll put the support price up to 90, won't he?
And the side is retired.
Do that, you see, because the law
No runs.
that you could not put it at
2
all.
hits, a walk, bases loaded, and 2 left on.
Yeah, but of course, when it happened in the case of milk, they all took it out on us when we had to drop a support price, didn't they? I don't think so. The milk thing is...
We move now to the bottom of the second.
Some poll out there taken by some
Dick
Wisconsin
Hughes.
which showed that only 29 or 30% of the farmers are 38% as opposed to a year ago, they're 49%.
Will face Adolfo Phillips to lead it off.
I looked at this last night. You go back and look at that one. No, you were much higher than that.
6-9 grounds it to short X.
Is the way we've tried to play it, and
Maxville 225.
when he didn't get that control program through
9-2 E25 roll.
This regimentation club, why you're bound to bleed. And I'm you watched it the novice say wrong. We want to
4, that might be booted.
64 and the
And it is a one-base error
we don't want to break ourselves by
for
having the
Maxville.
field go out of sight. So whatever you think's the best bet. All right. Well, I wanted to. I don't think it's a practical
Second
matter,
error
alternative, and I can assure you that
for the Cardinals. Phillips is on first,
But if it's just a question of choosing between some tough
being held.
alternatives. Okay. Well,
And here's Joe
do
Necro.
what you think best, and Ted Sorensen wants to talk to you about the problem.
A
you got with the
bunter.
trade bill and- on God, wait a second. Yeah. No, Orville. The point, Ted. I don't want to take up your time. You're working on your bill, but if you could have someone.
I was in kindergarten on November 22nd, 1960.
The Talmadge approach
It was
to
announced
cost
on the
reduction payments and so on.
It's
You have the trade bill,
it's a
which
first.
a problem with all these
For
textbook people about the equalization fee. If the equalization fee is
Cepeda.
down, what can we tell them we will do
6A
to,
defense.
say to our domestic mills, they're going to have a fair
Adolfo Phillips 1-17. They'll have to go to first. And Phillips advances. So it's Phillips on second, one out.
The compensatory payment thing,
And here's Don Kessinger.
Is politically impossible. It'd be my guess. Yeah. One of the things we'd need, by the way, the president would like to have would be just a list of who'd be for it and who'd be against it in terms of senators, congressmen, and interest groups. I can certainly do it. There has been discussed a kind of a middle ground on this, which kind of covers it over a bit, by the means of making payments to some of the mills through the shipment. Don't object doing it. I think we could sell this. I think we could sell.
Here's the pitch, 2-11. Grounds it to first. And Banks again takes it to the bag. Phillips goes to third. So it's 2 outs. Phillips on third and Glenn Becker. Clutch situation.
Will you give me a ring? Okay. Then we'll have a little more time. I'll send something over, and then maybe we can discuss it in a minute because there's some ramifications. Okay. Well, all right. I'll send it over now, so then by the time
1-7, clutch reversal. Pops it up to second. And the side is retired.
Analysis of cost and effect, not the political. Yeah. Why don't you send that over anyway?
So it's no runs.
So I'll know what proposal it is.
No hits, the error by Maxville, and 1 left on. It's 4-0 after 2. Here's Necro. They'll have Dick Hughes hit here. Still early on. Maybe he will settle down. Dick Hughes steps in the batter's box. Hughes is a 1 WR. 4-8 right-handed base hit. Hughes. So Dick Hughes opens up with a single. And here's Lou Brock. Pitch from Necro. 6-10 left-handed, grounds it to first. Necro throws it to second to force Hughes, and Brock is safe at first. Now Brock 1-19, 1-16, being held 1-14. Necro with a good move at first. Here's Flood. That's a possible balk or pass ball. Possible pass ball. Possible balk. Necro's rating is 0. From the stretch, 1 out, Brock on first. Pitch to Flood, 1-9, right-handed, grounds it to third, and that will force Brock. And Flood is safe at first. Flood not being held. Here's Roger Maris. .37 right-handed, pops it up to first for Banks, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, the single by Hughes, 1 left on. It's 4-0 Cubs. Cubs were pretty good this year, 84-78. Their best year in a very long time. They finished third. Of course, the Cardinals won the pennant. Bottom of the third, and it's Dick Hughes on the mound. They're on their way. Really, they're 3-0 coming into this game. A win would tie them with Houston. We're early on. Billy Williams leads it off. Pitch to Williams, 2-5, hit well. Into the gap for a double. Williams on second. Now here's Santo. And the pitch. 5-10 right-handed catcher X. McCarver 2-16. That's 3-2. And he pops it up foul territory, and McCarver makes the catch, 1 out.
This is the situation room. I read you. Go ahead. Give me all available information on President, over. All available information on President follows. Colonel John E. and Governor Connolly of Texas have
There's Ernie Banks
car in
now.
which they were riding. We do not know how serious the situation is. We have no information. Mr. Brown,
Possible wild pitch. Hughes 1-3. Stopped in the dirt by McCarver. The pitch to Banks. 6-6 right-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout by Hughes, 2 outs. And Randy Hundley, the batter.
Is that correct, over? This is situation room. Say again your last, please. We'll need accepted by so can determine whether some members of this party should go directly to Dallas. Over. Roger. You wish information as to whether some members of that party should go to Dallas.
Clutch situation. Hundley with the grand slam. 4-8 right-handed, struck him out. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. It's a 4-0 ball game.
Pass on any additional information we get from here to you.
After 3.
Where are you, Wayside? Wayside is off the line. This is regular operator, and we're returning to Honolulu. It should be back to Honolulu in about 2 hours. We will be in the air for about 2 hours into Honolulu, and you contact us on the ground.
We'll be back in just a few minutes.
I understand. This is... hold on the line there, Wayside. We have some more information coming up. Wayside, this is the situation room. I read from the AP bulletin. Kennedy apparently shot in head. He fell face down in back seat of his car. Blood was on his head. Mrs. Kennedy cried, "Oh no," and tried to hold up his head. Connolly remained half-seated, slumped to the left. There was blood on his face and forehead. The president and the governor were rushed to Parkland Hospital near the Dallas Trademark, where Kennedy was to have made a speech. Over. This is Situation Room. I have nothing further for you now. I will contact you if we get more. Situation Room out. down.
Roger, WTE wants him.
Okay, hold on line.
It is a wet, cold, drizzly day here at Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And after uploading JFK remarks, I have now started this game, resuming the 1968 replay, stuck in webs of insignificance that I myself have spun with a depressive and anxious, mildly depressive and anxious mood. Just trying to pass the time.
Colonel, tell me, this is Murray Jackson. The President of the United States has been shot and seriously wounded in Dallas, Texas. The President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, has been shot and seriously wounded in Dallas, Texas. Governor Connolly was also shot at the same time. Please get this message to Secretary of State Ruff, and I will stand by. Over.
Here are the standings. Whoops, wrong. Here are the standings. In the National League. Like I said, it's very early on.
Okay, thank you very much. Over and out.
Like that.
Here's the American League.
Loud and clear. Signal check, please.
6000 here, loud and clear here also, sir. Standing by the frequency.
Interesting, Detroit is 0-3. And St. Louis, the other pennant winner, 1-2 from Real World.
Coming back from Tokyo, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We're going to Liberty Airways to that area.
Roger, can you connect me with Wayside?
Stand by one, sir.
Wait, please.
Yes, sir. Stand by your number 2.
Thank you.
Oh, that is good coffee. Indeed it is. That is very, very good coffee. As Necro takes the mound here for the top of the 4th.
Roger, go ahead. Roger, stand by.
Orlando Cepeda leads it off. In the top of the fourth, in what will probably end up being a relatively meaningless ball game. Here's Necro now. 210 right-handed double 1 to 11. It's a base hit by Orlando. Off Necro. Orlando is on. Not being held. 1 to 12. McCarver at the plate. Cards down by 4 after the grand slam by Randy Hundley in the first. Pitch to McCarver. 5-9, left-handed, hit well by McCarver. 1 to 10. Oh, it's a double. Let's look at that again. 5-9, left-handed end home run. 1 to 10. He's got the power. It was a 13. It's a double. Cepeda goes to third. Will he stretch it with no outs? 1 to 13. 1 to 14. To center. 1 to 15. He will hold. It's second and third. Nobody out. Mike Shannon, the batter. Infield back. Necro. Pitch to Shannon, 2-11 right-handed, pops it up behind the plate. Hundley makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Julian now. Julian Javier. I was lying in bed last night thinking to myself that I've been mispronouncing his last name all along. It's not Javier, it's Javier. Julian Javier. Second and third, 1 out now. The pitch from Necro. 1-7, grounder to short, A. Second and third, infield back, A5. He throws it to first and the run scores. Cepeda comes home on that. The infield was back. McCarver goes to third. So it's a 4-1 ball game. I am one with Strat-O-Matic right now. I am part of the game. There's no methodological boundary between the game, the cards, the dice, the pen, and my person. 2 outs now. Maxville, clutch situation with McCarver on third. Am I scared? Damn right I'm scared. Pitch to Maxville. 6-6, right-handed, grounds it to third. And Santo fields it and fires it to Banks. And the side is retired. The Cardinals do get 1 run, though, on 2 hits and 1 left on after 3.5. 4-1 Cubs.
The party is on the line now. 972. Stand by on. 86972. 86972. Engage. 86972. Engage. I have a party that would like to talk to you. I would give them a call. All right, fine. There's no rush. I'll just talk to you here. This is the situation room. We're stand by till Wayside gets on. We're looking for confirmation of something here. This is Wayside. Wayside, what's going on? All right, Wayside, just stand by for a moment, please. We're getting some confirmation here. Would you please stay on the line? Over. I'm on the line. I'm on the line. Over. This is situation room. We still are on the line. Standing by. Stand by. No stand by. Over. Roger, hear you loud and clear. Nothing further for you yet. Wayside, this is Situation Room. We have conflicting reports.
I was in
now, so
kindergarten
we're
on
not,
November 22nd,
getting no confirmation.
1963,
We will call
when it was
you
announced
again.
on the
I
intercom
have relayed
that the
your
president
intentions
had been
and present
shot.
position to the front office. Your office has the word. We will call you again when we get confirmation. Over. This is Wayside out.
Okay, the damn thing was muted. I am so sorry. I accidentally hit the mute button. There should be sound now. Okay, the damn thing was muted. I am so sorry.
Could you say again, sir? You're very, very weak.
As I was saying, this is arguably the most ominous time, among the most ominous times in U.S. history, including
Oh, that's all right. They're talking to them now. Yes, sir. They're in a package present time. All right, very good.
the Great Depression, the Civil War.
I see. Well, what we want to tell the plane is Undersecretary Hall requests that the Secretary and all the passengers return directly to Washington instead of going to Dallas. Yes, sir.
Dick
They received that message, sir. Very good.
Hughes on the mound.
Oh, hello. Yes, sir.
Bottom of the fourth, 4-1 ball game. Al Spangler
When he gets on the ground
is the batter.
Okay, sir. We'll relay that as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Pitch from Hughes. 410 left-handed flies it to right. And Maris is under it, one away. Now Adolfo Phillips is the batter. Yeah, I had inadvertently hit that mute button. Pitch to Adolfo, 1-2, walked him. Adolfo on first with one out. 1-15, 1-19. 1-17 being held. Here's Necro now. Pitch from Hughes. 6-7, right-handed, double 1-13. It's a double, 2 asteroids.
They request that the Secretary of State and all
Phillips goes to third and holds.
return to Washington immediately.
Second and third, one out. Now the Cardinals bring the infield in. Here's Kessinger.
That is correct. Over and out. Start again, please. That recording is on.
And the pitch from Hughes. 3-7 right-handed, base hit to left. Phillips scores.
This is Situation Room, relay following to Wayside. We have report quoting Mr. filled up.
Necro
and
rounding
that
third.
The president is dead, that he died about 35 minutes ago.
Oh.
Do you have that, over? That is correct. That is correct. New subject. Front office desires plane return Washington with no stop.
Necro is 1 to 12
Over.
running.
Copied, copied, all okay, and we return direct to Washington without stopping at Dallas. Roger, roger. Alright, this is Situation Room out.
1 to 12, 1 to 13, no holds.
972 Andrews, stand by 1, sir.
Wait a minute. Phillips.
Situation Room.
No, 1 to 13, no holds. 1 to 14, he will come home. Here's the throw from Brock. And he is out.
972 again. This is Situation Room.
Stand by, sir.
Kessinger goes to second on the throw. A beautiful throw by Lewis Brock to get Necro stretching from third. And it's 2 down now. Here's Glenn Becker.
With 4 wayside from Situation Room, the Vice President is in the hospital.
That's 3-5 right-handed base hits. That's going to be it for Joe Necro.
Not injured. Over.
I mean, for Dick Hughes. Oh. Dick Hughes has been knocked out of the action in the 4th. Hughes pitched 3 and 1/3 innings, even though he's due up first.
Stand by for Sam command.
6 hits. Walked 2, struck out 3, has allowed 5 runs. First and third, 1 out.
86972 Andrews.
Let's see who's going to come in. We're going to look for Gilson. Al Gilson played for 2 teams. He may be on Houston. We're going to search him out.
Roger, roger, 7-2. Can you give me a present ETA vehicle? In about 45 minutes with the last one that I heard, get you a point, it wouldn't be able to be managed. Roger, roger, and as far as you know right now, you're coming direct to Washington. Is that
He may
correct?
not even be carded with Houston. No, he's not.
Give us any changes that you have, sir. Okay,
Gilson does not exist.
Rick Andrews, 26000.
Loud and clear, sir.
Roger, you're both loud and clear.
What can be more?
Copy my teletype.
26000 Andrews, Roger, 5 by.
Okay, I can
What
see
can be
that.
more banal than trying to find someone for Gilson? Now, Gilson, Al Gilson,
26000 Andrews, sir, coming up.
played 1 year in the majors.
26000, check, please.
26000 Andrews.
His ERA was 7.36. We're going to use a nameless player.
Andrews, loud and clear.
We'll be moving out pretty shortly.
Roger, sir, stand by.
Yes, we are.
972 Andy, go ahead, sir.
Play this goddamn game without the card app viewer. Gonna pick poor pitcher here. Pitchers.
This is Andrews. That is a firm.
Go with very poor here.
It's about getting ready to take off.
We're just going to let it
stand by one.
let it rip here.
And see what frequencies, in case you do drop out, what frequencies
Hal
standing up on waiting for
Gilson, a left-hander.
Roger, stand by one. Okay, Liberty. Yeah, we got 1-3 and 1-5 up right now. Besides this one through you. I don't know if 1-3 is going to be all tied up or not.
Gilson died in 2022. Nicknamed Lefty. He made his major league debut on April 14, 1968.
Another one, a little bit lower one, maybe.
We'll drop down from 18 to 15 to 13.
How about 111?
Against the team he originally signed for.
111 lower.
Upper side then.
Upper, okay, I'll tell
Ernie
them
Banks
on,
was the
18,
first batter
13, 15, and 111
ever
all
faced
overs, right?
and reached on an error.
This one we're on lower.
In this case, it's going to be Williams. So Gilson, Hal Gilson, a nameless player.
Andrews is going to be standing by, and Liberty on 111 upper, 11176
Left-handed pitcher.
15011 upper, 15011
We'll deal with any
13247 upper, and this frequency 18027 lower, sir.
fielding ratings as they arise. We know what they are, average.
Roger.
Here's Billy Williams facing Gilson now. First and third, one down, infield back. We don't even have wild pitch ratings. We'd have to refer to the instructions. Okay. See what shit this is. We just use the other pitchers' ratings. Okay, here's the pitch to Williams. 1-6, left-handed, base hits. Kessinger scores. Beckert goes to third. 2 runs in this inning. Still first and third, 1 out. Santo now the batter. Banks on deck. Oh. Pitch to Santo. That's 6-12 right-handed. Flies it to center X. Flood getting under that 1-8. This could tag. 19-1. No, it's a fly ball C. Shallow and caught by Flood. Runner's hole. 2 outs. And now here's Ernie Banks, who reached on an error in the real world against Gilson in his first facing a batter. Pitch to Banks. 3-2. Left-handed, single 1 to 17, goes through, base hits. It's a merry-go-round. Beckert scores. That's charged to Hughes. It was a 3-2, single 1 asteroid. Williams on second. 3 runs in this inning. That'll be a total of 7 allowed by Hughes. 4 of them unearned. How is this for a ball game? The Cubs' 9th batter, Randy Hundley, who hit a grand slam and struck out. It's 2 outs, first and second. We got there all right. pitch to Hundley. Yeah. 3-5 left-handed, grounds it to Santa, to Shannon, and the side is retired.
Would you repeat
No error there. 3 runs. And it's Chicago Cubs 7, St. Louis Cardinals 1. We have the use of the nameless players built into the replay. Okay. Out comes Necro. There'll be a hitter for Gilson.
Andrews, Air Force One. Air Force One, Andrews, go ahead, sir. Taxi out. Right, you're Andrews.
Gilson ends up pitching 2/3 of unimpressive baseball, 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. He didn't get charged with anything. After we pick up the hitter, the pinch hitter, we're going to look for Mike Torres to come in, and he had a 2.84 ERA in 19 innings pitched. It's all built in. This was his second season. He is not carded, so we will pull yet another nameless player, but someone who is good with a 2.84 ERA. So this is Mike Torres, a right-handed pitcher. It's all built in, folks. Let's see who's going to hit. Ricketts, Edwards, pinch hit for the Cardinals. They lost this game 7-6. They're losing 7-1 now.
Scott, loud and clear. Air Force One, does Sam command stand by, sir? Max, go ahead.
26,000, Sam command post.
Where Ricketts is.
Go ahead, please. Roger, Air Force One. Are you airborne at present? Are you airborne at present?
Ricketts had 22 at bats, 136 average. He's non-carded. We will go with Johnny Edwards, left-handed hitter. I was in kindergarten on November 22nd, 1963, when it was announced on the intercom that the president had been shot. He pinch hit in this game in Real Worlds. It's 7-1 Cubs. Nameless player be damned. Into the we strive to get as close as possible. Have nameless players. Will substitute. Okay, here's Edwards facing Necro, hitting for Gilson. You want to talk about banality, folks. Here's Necro. Pitched to Edwards, 4-11, left-handed. Walked him. So Edwards is on. It's a 7-1 ball game. Here's Lou Brock. Necro's first endurance to 7th. He's pitched fine baseball thus far. Pitch to Brock 3-9 right-handed, grounds it back to Necro. He throws to second to force Edwards. It's 1 out and Brock is on. Necro -3, 1 to 16, 1 to 14 being held. And Kurt Flood is the batter. We have a little bit of coffee. A little bit of coffee left, just to top off what I have here.
Air Force One, and just give him a call, please. Air Force One, and just give him a call, please. Crown, Air Force One. This is Crown, go ahead.
Here's the pitch to Flood. 2-6, grounds it to third Santo. Forces Brock, 2 outs, and Flood is on. Being held. 1-15, actually 1-12, no. And here's Roger Maris. You know, Maris died at a young age.
Roger, stand by. 10-1 Crown, stand by, please. We're reaching the general now, over.
He died in 1985 at the age of 51.
Stand by. Roger, patch right now. Force 1, Air Force 1, Andrew is on.
He was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma in 1983, and he helped organize the annual Roger Maris Celebrity Golf Tournament to raise money for cancer research and treatment. He died of the disease at age 51. And he was buried at Holy Cross Cemetery in Fargo, North Dakota.
Roger, one of them is, the other one's a backup, and the other one's going to be busy in a couple minutes.
A very, very sad ending.
Roger, can you pass me with Air Force One, please?
Who is this, please?
Sir Nelson, Sam.
Stand by, you'll be number 3.
Okay, right.
Hey,
Go ahead.
right, sir, we'll call you back to command post. All right, because this is taking quite a while. I know that you're holding on the line here. Okay, sir, we'll be right back with you as soon as they get off.
All right.
Right, sir.
Forecast.
Right, say again.
The landing forecast. I'm going to give you.
Okay, sir. All right.
Air Force One, still standing by.
Force One, Crown.
Just think about it, man. There he is signing a ball for President John F. Kennedy in 1962 after he had hit 61 home runs.
Roger, Crown. Air Force One.
Maris will always be remembered as 61 with an asteroid. Think about it. Maris invited to the White House.
It'll take about a minute to reach him. Air Force One, Crown to you. Roger, over.
Crown, Roger. Try to get General Heaton, and in the meantime...
And we are alive
Deputy Surgeon General, we will talk to either one. Go ahead.
to talk about
This is Crown, Roger. Will you stand by or have me call you back?
it. So it's Flood on first, 2 outs, Maris at the plate.
Emergency order. We'll get him as soon as possible.
Standing by.
Roger.
Here's the pitch to Maris. 6-6 left-handed, flies it to center, and under it is Phillips, and the side is retired. No runs. Necro gets out of it.
Air Force One, Crown.
A walk, and that was to Edwards, is going to be another nameless player. It's going to be Mike Torres, a right-hander. There's his card.
Berkeley, this is Crown. You're cutting out. You'll have to repeat over.
This is Dr. Berkeley.
I want to get in touch with
And-
Daryl Heaton or Daryl Heaton Executive. Dr. Berkeley, this is Crown. We're working as
Again,
fast as possible
the
trying to get
banality
some
of
for
this
you. Walter
game
Reed, we're unable to locate. We're still searching.
is
Over.
just
The deputy must be at the
remarkable.
general's office over in the,
At least to me. You know what I'm saying?
Roger, if you'll stand by, we'll try and reach him.
Does anybody here know what I'm talking about?
Mark, this is Crown. You Roger. We're trying to reach each one of them if you'll stand by, please. All right, Roger. Air Force 1 on 15. Air Force 1 Andrews, line clear, sir. Have another line.
Here's Torres taking his warm-ups.
Andrews, Roger. Roger, stand by 1.
They leave these things blank like you're gonna write in them? Come on. What about the next time? Jesus Christ.
Right, can you give me the White House switchboard, please?
Al Spangler will lead it off. I'm gonna take a trip to the lavatory. And I'm gonna take a little break, see if I can get a slightly better attitude going. And see if we can work our way through the banality of this ball game. It's 7-1 Chicago Cubs.
Air Force 1 Andrews, Crown is on. Go ahead, sir. Call in to duplex, please. Roger, Roger. Okay. The guide is calling. Air Force 1 Andrews, now copy Andrews, sir. Air Force 1 Andrews, 1-5, now copy Andrews. Air Force 1 Andrews, you're transmitting 1-3, sir. Roger, Roger. How about the patch into Crown, please? Roger, Crown is on. Would you give him a call, sir? Right, Crown, Air Force 1. Would you get hold of duplex for us, please? Roger, Roger. Duplex is on the line. Go ahead. Let's go to duplex, Johnny. Air Force 1 Andrews on 1-5 on your patch line, sir. It's not as good as your other line. Could you check me a lower side band 1-5, lower side band 1-5? 1 Andrews, you're very weak 1-5. Got interference. Can you check me to lower side band 1-5, 1-5 lower? 1-5 lower. Roger, this frequency lower side band, this frequency lower side band. Say again, I cannot read, I cannot read. Stand by.
Right either and lower.
You hear me now?
Stand by one, that's good.
All right, man.
Air Force 1 Andrews, 15 lower. Force 1, Air Force 1 Andrews, 15 lower to your
Kathy Harden, I'm not sure I meant that, but what remark of mine are you referring
We
to?
got them on 13 and 15, trying to run 2 patches at one time.
But I think I see. I'm talking about the banality of this game, and
Okay, stand by one, I'll try to get them back on
but
one
you've
five.
added another layer to it. While Rome burns, while we're living in among the most ominous periods in United States history. So if that's what you're saying, it makes sense.
Frequency, do you read me, sir?
Air Force 1 on 15.
Air Force 1 Andrews, reading you good and readable. Your
I was in kindergarten on November 22nd, 1963. Okay, Mike when it was Torres. announced on the intercom that the president had been shot.
Do you still want to talk to him, sir?
Roger, we want Mr. Bain on again. Go ahead, Air Force 1, this is Duplex.
Just what I need to remodel my bathroom.
Air Force 1.
Oh, it would make life so much better.
Air Force 1 Andrews, Duplex is
There
on,
is so
Duplex
much
is on.
garbage.
Duplex is
And
on.
I want to really underscore this. There is so much garbage advertised. That's nothing new.
Everybody
But with social
aboard Air
media,
Force 1,
there is
everyone
so much
aboard Air
garbage.
Force 1, with the exception of the body, will be choppered into the south
It
ground.
reminds me of the song by
Body
Frank
will be choppered
Zappa.
to the Naval Medical
And it goes
Center
like
at
this, the
Bethesda.
lyrics, I am
Over.
gross and perverted,
Everybody will be
I'm
delivered
obsessed
also by
and
ambulance
deranged,
to the
I know
medical
this
center.
by heart,
Will be
I have
choppered,
existed
will be
for
choppered.
years, but very little has changed. I better not continue
Call General Heaton, ask him to
for copyright, but it then goes, have you guessed me yet? I'm the slime oozing out from your TV set. I don't think spoken word gets picked off. Here's Al Spangler. I always do something to worry myself.
Body is in a casket, you know, and it will have to be taken by
Oh.
ambulance and not by chopper. All right, I'll tell Captain Shepard that. Did you say?
And the one thing I look forward to is the evening when I take my first, what has now become my first and lone
Say again, Doctor.
dose of cannabis.
Say again, please. Temporary type ambulance.
As long as there's no crisis,
Say again,
I have
Doctor.
that. I get very little pleasure out of anything, including this game. But we're gonna slog our way through this. 7-1 Cubs, Torres, a right-hander on the mound. Here's Spangler, bottom of the fifth. That's 3-6, right-handed, grounds it to second, fielded by Javier, and he throws it to Orlando, 1 out. Here's Adolfo Phillips. The slime oozing out. Don't buy into it, folks. 6-7, struck him out. 2 down, and here's Negro. Don't buy into what the media is trying to tell you. Think for yourself.
Air Force 1 Crown, I'm putting General Heaton on the line, over.
90% of the crap they advertise you don't need.
Air Force 1 Crown.
Pitch to Negro, 4-11 right-handed. Grounds to short X. That'll be for Maxville, 225. 225.62 throws him out, and it's a 1-2-3 for Torres.
General Heaton, this is Admiral Berkeley. Yeah, Berkeley. Report 1.
We move to the top of the 6th. Again, Necro's first endurance is the 7th.
General Heaton from Admiral Berkeley. Do you read, Ryan?
The propaganda
This is Dr. Berkeley. Yeah, Berkeley. 1.
that the media foists on us is designed to get us out of the way and have us focus on things that don't really matter in relation to world events. It's to get the dim-witted masses occupied with garbage. It's true. And therefore to keep us out of the way.
General Heaton, this is operator Andrew. Sir, you're on a radio call back talking to the aircraft. Only one party can speak at a time. Well,
As I play Strat-O-Matic and seemingly contradict myself. Okay, Orlando leading it off. It's 7-1. Necro is 1-0. He threw a complete game shutout on April 10 in this replay in a 5-0 win over Cincinnati. And he's looking very much the same. He has allowed 1 run. Okay, here's Necro, the pitch to Orlando. 2-11, right-handed, ballpark blast. 18, he's got the power, and it's gone. Hitting a home run in the friendly confines, even on an 18-20 die roll. A home run by Orlando. Let's look at that again. It was a 2-11 right-handed. There it is, ballpark blast. Ignore this. And the right-hander, as you could see, 1-19 in Wrigley. The balls fly over there, and it was an 18. He's got end power. Lord, he has end power. And for Orlando, that's his first home run of the season. We enter our home runs in real time. So it is 7-2 ball game. And a big hand for Tim Carver. Oh Lord, he's got a following here in Chicago. You know, this is a rivalry. And there's oh, big hand for Tim. He's 2 for 2. Tim McCarver died. Shannon died. Brock died. Flood died. Maris died. I think Orlando died. I think Javier and Maxville are still alive. Pitch to McCarver, 2-11. Pops it up, foul territory, but there's room for Santo, makes the catch. 1 out. Now Mike Shannon, the batter. 6'9" right-handed, triple 1-6. It's a base hit for Shannon. Off Necro. Here's Javier. Walked and grounded out. Bob Uecker is gone. Think about that. Whoop, re-roll. Think about that. 211 right here, pops it up to short. And Kessinger makes the catch, 2 outs. And Dal Maxville, the batter. If he's retired, Torres will get to pitch another inning. Pitch to Maxville, 1-2, lines it to second right at Beckert. And the side is retired. 1 run though. On the home run by Orlando. 7-2 ball game. New fire breaks out in Southern California.
Air Force One, they're staying in your last transmission. Hello, Andrews, this is Crown. Crown, go ahead. We have Captain Shepard here, who is also, evidently who has made some arrangements on the funeral and so forth here in Washington, and the bringing this body back and so forth. He would like to get on and talk to Air
A man in Florida showed up at a Tampa hospital with a 3-week history of painless yellow eruptions on the palms of his hands, soles of his feet, and elbows. What was it? It was cholesterol oozing from his body as a result of a diet of butter, cheese, and beef. I shit you not.
Air Force One, Andrews.
I shit you not.
Air Force One, Andrews.
We may have to make another pot, a small pot.
Air Force One, Andrews.
As Torres, who retired the side in order, comes out right-hander. Top of the order for the Cubs, Kessinger. Leads it off, switch hitter, batting left. 4-2, flies it to right, under it is Maris. 1 out. Can you believe that? What kind of diet is that? Here's Beckert now. 4-9, right-handed. I thought I ate badly. Single 1-12 goes through. Second hit for Beckert.
Liberty, Andrews, stand by 1, please.
Beckert on first, 1 out. Here's Williams. We were talking about slime oozing out from your TV set. This guy's got it oozing out from his soles of his feet and palms of his hands.
Second, 1963.
4-3, left-handed, grounds it to first. Orlando takes it to the bag. Beckert goes to second on the play. And here's Ron Santo. I am so sorry. This is one of my more cynical and negative broadcasts. Pitch to Santo, 4-5 right-handed, struck him out. A nice pitching performance by Mike Torres. Too bad he's coming out. As we're going to move to the top of the 7th. And we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's get through the let's get to the 7th inning stretch with Necro in his first endurance inning, and there'll be a hitter. Well, that's what we have to do. We have to see if Jaster is available.
Roger, would you take the general heating off for a moment?
He pitched on the 13th.
This is Crown, Roger here. I'll hold general heating at this location. General,
See if he pitched on the 12th.
Yes, please hold the
They may
line,
have been off.
Andrews, would you
Let's
notify
take a
Air
look
Force
at that
One and
first.
Captain Shepard waiting for a phone fax with them if they could possibly take it or whichever they'd like to put through first.
All right, yes. Hold on, Captain Shepard, we're putting hold here.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they had an off day. So, yes, Jaster is available. So, Jaster will come in. And he pitched in this game in real world. Larry Jaster.
How do you hear me now? This is Watchman 555, over. Get to Roger.
Let's see who's going to hit.
Go ahead, duplex your ball, Watchman.
Airport 1 Andrews, give your party a call.
Duplex.
Bobby Tolan pinch hit in this game in real world. He's, I believe, a left-handed hitter. I think I'll use Tolan. He's carded. 230 is, you know, nothing to scoff at. 230 average in a season like this, the year of the pitcher. I don't know if this was Tolan's rookie year or what. He pinch hit for Maxville. No, his first year was 65. Holy cow. Didn't play much. He was on the 67 championship, world championship team with 285 at-bats. He had 278 at-bats this year.
Helicopter operation will work when we have a very heavy captive, over. According to witness, yes.
Tolan is still alive. He's one of the lucky ones, I guess. Here's Joe Necro.
That's affirmative. That's affirmative, I received.
Gonna get through the top of the seventh here and then take a break as I make some coffee during the seventh inning stretch. Necro winds and deals. And that's 5-4 left-handed fly to center X. Adolfo. What a name. 3-9. 3-9-18. Makes the catch. Tolan is retired. Here's Brock now. Man, it's just a mood. Don't take it too seriously, folks. The pitch to Brock, 3-7, flies to center again. Adolfo makes the catch, 2 outs. And here's Kurt Flood. Necro really mowing him down here. 3-11 right-handed, struck him out. Well, that's the first strikeout for Necro, and I got to tell you, it is so cumbersome at this point to try to get through this ball game. We have a seventh inning stretch. I'm going to make a half a pot of coffee and try to adjust my attitude.
Say again, Watchman. Say again, please. Watchman, this is Ruflex. Say again.
Indeed, Kathy Harden. Thank you for being here.
The normal little corral, and it'll have to be in front of the aircraft. That's where the present carpet will come off. Okay? Watchman, this is Duplex. Will you say that all over again, please? You're breaking.
Could be Larry Jaster coming in to pitch.
On the right front, tramp for Mississippi. On the left rear, if possible, a fourth lift for the captain. And on the left front, there's
I'm Jeffrey Juberg, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. We'll be right back.
I got that on the left front. Yeah, I got that. Normal press ring. Ram over the press ring on the left front. Left front. Here's the right line. All right. Did everybody get that clear? Over. That is affirmative. Over. Roy Kellerman would like to talk to you. Over. This is the duplex. Stand by 1. Are you there? Watchman, this is duplex. Duplex, this is Watchman. Over. Go ahead. Watchman, should the Secretary of Defense and others be at Andrews on your arrival? No, I am about to... No, negative. I am about to call the White House. President Johnson wants to meet White House staff, leadership of Congress, and as many of the cabinet members as possible at the White House as soon as we get there. Approximately 1830. 1830, over. Will you say that again, please? I got the... You got it? Right. Okay, I'll get it. President Johnson is supposed to meet as many of the cabinet members staff at the White House at 1830. Okay. You didn't get it all. White House staff, the members of the White House staff, also the leadership of Congress, also all the cabinet members available at the White House. That is affirmative, Watchman. That is affirmative. Read that to me. All the leaders of Congress, as many cabinet members as possible at the White House at 1830. The key members of the White House staff, as important as the etc. That is correct. Okay. Just hold one for Kellerman, over. Roger. Stop, 3. Go ahead, Roy. It's duplex. 30.
The coffee is brewing, and I will resume once I'm able to pour a fresh cup. And I get a stream of thoughts. Oh, I gotta close out Torres here. 3-4. It's 2 innings.
Air Force One, repeat.
I was just thinking of Shirley Temple Black, because I saw a picture of her just now on YouTube. And then, I don't know, she was conservative. She ran for office, I believe. But then my thoughts ran to Anita Bryant, who was, God, on an anti-gay crusade and had a pie thrown in her face. You want to hear something pretty interesting? Turns out her granddaughter is gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. It's, you know, just like there's nothing wrong with being straight or bisexual. But she really, I mean, you want to talk about self-righteousness. If you go back and look at what Anita Bryant did,
Digest, this is Duplex.
Well, I also was thinking that my heart is laden with profound sadness and regret and guilt over my life. I have managed to screw up almost everything.
Will be choppered into the south ground. Digest, this is Duplex, come in.
We'll be back in just a couple minutes after that coffee goes. It's 7-2 Cubs. I need to readjust my attitude.
Digest, this is Duplex, say again. Digest, this is Crown, repeat. I understand you're ordering two cars. Is that a Roger? Stand by one, so we're going to see if we can fix up the mic up on the plane. Air Force 1, Andrews, request you change position. You have a bad mic. You're coming in busted. You're coming in completely busted. Okay, how's this? Air Force 1, Andrews, Roger. Go ahead with your traffic now, sir. Digest the Duplex. How's this? Go ahead, Digest. It's Duplex. Three helicopters. Transport people to the White House 1, okay? That is affirmative. Roger, okay. White House 102 and 405X. The transportation to the Navy Hospital, okay? That is affirmative. Roger, I am keeping fellow Joint General and his party to the Navy Hospital, okay? Digest, this is Duplex. You accompany the body aboard the helicopter. Roger. Request, I was unable to get a hold of Payne in South Burke. Go ahead, I'm ready to receive. Airport 1, digesting it, Duplex. Go ahead, Digest, this is Duplex. Hey, and Burke, that's the range, okay? Say again, Digest. Hey, Burke, we're not notified. Okay. Thank you, sir. That is affirmative, Digest. Okay, Charlie, one more. Stand by.
Can I share something with all of you? For the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, I've been binge watching Room 222. And
Go ahead, Digest.
I've also been binge watching, not quite as much, but watching the TV series, The Paper Chase. And I find it, both of them, very, very enjoyable. I find Lloyd Haynes,
Not at the moment. If we do,
who
we'll
plays
call back.
Pete Dixon in Room 222, to be the most notable character. He's a history teacher, and he always seems to know the right thing to do, and when he doesn't, he says, "I don't know."
Digest the Duplex. Go ahead.
And he died of lung cancer at age 52. Isn't that sad?
You call.
And I enjoy The Paper Chase very much. Some very interesting
That is affirmative.
things in that. And so I invite you to consider checking out an episode
You lost the meter.
of Room 222.
Where?
and or the paper chase. But check out Room 222. The episodes are only like 24 minutes. You know, a lot of them don't have ads on YouTube. Check it out on YouTube, Room 222. Take the time to watch one episode. And it's very, very well done. I think so. There's the coffee. It's almost ready.
I think they want the line open there. Roger, the digest, this is Crown. I have witness standing by.
And I could share a very, very scary thought about my own mortality if you want me to. But I want to tell you, it has to do with bodily fluids and is, we might say off color. If anyone out there wants to hear it, let me know. But I give you fair warning. It's something that's been going on for about the past month with me. I'm waiting for that coffee now.
Air Force One, this is Crown, repeat.
Oh.
Sandra is 90, I'll copy.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Sergeant Dorset, Western Air Force weather. It's still waiting to bring up Air Force One. We've been waiting now for 15 minutes. What's up? Right, so we're running 2 patches at one time to the White House, and they're real busy. We can't get through to them. We're making arrangements to take the body off and everything else. Let me patch you with Air Force weather so you'll know. Right, I already told him that earlier. Weather on. Hello, sir? Yes, sir. Right, we're running 2 patches at one time to Air Force One right now from the White House, and they're making arrangements about taking the casket and stuff off. And we can't get through to you. As soon as we can, we'll give you a call. Okay, he needs that temperature before he gets here. Right, sir. We'll get, should be done pretty soon. They've been on it quite a while now. Okay, buddy. Right. Thank you, sir. Right. Air Force One, loud and clear. Okay, stand by and we'll have General Heath come on this line and the other patches to play. Roger, sir. I have command post weather. They've been standing by for about 15 minutes. They'd like to get a patch there. Can we run it at this time, sir? Yes, go ahead with them. Roger, stand by one. Command post? Right. Can you bring weather up there? I got Air Force One. Weather's on. Go ahead. Air Force One, Andrews.
Let's get through this game.
Weather, Air Force One, go ahead. This is command post weather, BS5 of a severe weather area.
Let's get through this frickin' game.
20 miles west of Slideville, Arkansas.
Bottom of the 7th.
120 miles.
Larry Jaster is the 4th pitcher for St. Louis. It's 7-2 Cubs. This is the second of a 2. Cubs won the first. They're 3-0. And Ernie Banks leads it off. Banks 1 for 3. 4-7 right-handed single 1 to 12 goes through. Another base hit for Ernie. Look at him, look at him, a 20 steal on Jaster. That's plus 21, not being held. 1 to 19 max on a 2 roll. Trying to get the lead. And he does not get the lead. If that was a 1, he would have had the lead. Banks not being held. Hundley now.
Grandson. Okay, so we'll see what we can do. We're real busy with Air Force One right now.
Pitch from Jaster. That's 6-6 right-handed. Fly ball center. Flood under it. 1 out.
And what is your drop, sir?
And here's Al Spangler.
Well, I am, yes. Either drop 303 or 79225. 79225. If you can't work him now, it's going to be too late because he'll be on the ground.
Possible wild pitch. 1-2 Jaster.
Okay, I'll try to get back to you if we can get him right away.
Stopped in the dirt by McCarver.
Air Force 1, Andrews, how copy?
2-8 left-handed struck him out.
Air Force 1, Andrews, how copy?
2 down. And here's Adolph Phillips. .510 right-handed grounds to short X. That'll be from Axville. 225. That's a 9-2 E25 roll. This could be trouble for Maxville. E25-4. Oh, he's going to boot that, and he does. Second error of the game.
Many, if not most,
For
of our
Maxville,
emotional
and
and
the third error for the
behavioral
Cardinals.
problems
This
are
does not
caused
look like a champion
by our
team
own
today.
self-defeating thinking.
And Joe Necro gets a good hand from the crowd.
If you ever find yourself emotionally
He
upset
steps up first and second, 2 outs.
or acting against your best interest,
And dare I say
understand
this
that by
is
sheer
a
logic,
clutch
it's hard to do so unless you escalate
situation.
your healthy preferences, desires, wishes, hopes, and wants into unrealistic and irrational demands, commands, and musts. Examples
Pitch to
are,
Necro,
I must
311.
do well
Flies
and
it
be
to
approved
center.
of by others to consider
And under
myself
that
a
is
worthwhile
Flood, and the
person.
side is out.
Life must be easy and fair, and other people must treat me fairly.
Just wonder, is there a way? I'm going to be honest with you all folks right now. No, as Necro takes the man, he's gone all the frickin' way, by the way. Given the profound sadness, regret, guilt that I feel about my life, past and present, is there a way that I can redeem myself? Is there a way, in the short time I have, before I close my eyes forever, is there anything I can do? And the only answer I have is to love the people that I love. But I wish things were better for them also. You gotta admit it, we are living in dark times. We went through a pandemic that was mishandled, and now we have the election of a complete bastard who's been found guilty in civil court for sexual assault, convicted of felony, and has pardoned insurrectionists. I mean, you know, what's next? What's next? I say for me, it all started in kindergarten on November 22nd, 1963. The unfolding of a dystopian world. Okay, Joe Necro, back to the ball game. Joe Necro, but maybe there's something I can do to make a difference. Oh. I'm just scared, people. Here's Roger Maris. 0 for 3. Cards could come back, 3-3, but he hits it to first, and Banks takes it to the bag. 1 away. Here's Orlando now, 2 for 3. Singled, scored, homered.
That's pretty severe. Okay, hold that one. All right. Air Force 1 Andros.
2-8 lines it to second right at Beckert.
Air Force 1 Andros.
He was a damn good second baseman. Now Tim McCarver.
Air Force 1 Andros. Andros. Copy, sir.
310 right-handed double 1 to 15. It's a double for McCarver, and he's had a ball game. Lord, 3 for 4 in this losing effort. Here's Mike Shannon. Clutch situation.
Air Force 1 Andros, St. Clair. I have weather around. Would you give him a call, sir?
Break weather Air Force 1. Go ahead now.
2-6. That's a base hit to left. McCarver rounding. Oh, he's not too speedy. Well, not too bad. 1 to 12, 2 outs, 1 to 14, 1 to 15, no holds. 1 to 15, 1 to 16, he's coming home. Here's the throw from Brock, and he is out. Oh, God. Oh, no. Williams is 0. He's out. Wow, Williams throws him out. Whoops, that goes over here. You had to go for that with 2 outs. And how fitting for this Cardinal team this game.
Hello, sir. Yes. Can you stand by 1?
Larry Jaster in his second inning of the game.
Air Force 1 Andros, say again and go ahead, sir. Air Force 1, this is ground, come in. 1 Air Force 1, this is ground, come in. 1 Air Force 1, this is ground, come in.
This is Dagger on Air Force 1 to ground.
Roger, I have freedom, pardon, I have witness standing by for a pass.
We'll have witness in 1 minute. Could we go ahead with traffic for Bain ground?
Roger, you have someone else calling Bain. Is that a Roger?
That's a Roger. This is Dagger calling Bain.
Stand by. Dagger, duplex is on. Go ahead.
Dagger,
Here's Jaster now,
messages from
facing the top of the order.
relative to activities.
If you're looking ahead to the top of the ninth,
Duplex.
You are aware that we will go to ground for meeting.
That is affirmative. Go ahead.
Dagger to ground. Ground.
it'll be Javier, Maxwell, and a hitter for Jaster.
Volunteer Bill reside at
Okay, Pessinger leading it off. Here's the pitch, 6-6, switch hitter batting right, flies it to center, and Flood makes the catch, 1 out.
Victoria, Clint,
Michael and Beckert the batter.
out to Valley with agent.
Will you say it again?
Venus should go out to Valley with agent. That is a Roger. Venus will go to Valley with agent. Victoria.
Oh, here's the pitch to Beckert.
Valley.
6-12 right-handed, grounds it to first X, Orlando,
Victoria will
2-18.
go to Valley after first going to ground.
19-2, takes it, throws it to Jaster, covering the third. 2 outs.
Volunteer
Here's Billy Williams now.
at Valley.
That is affirmative.
2-4 hit deep
That is all the traffic.
to right field. Back goes Maris. It's gone. Billy Williams with the home run. A 2-4.
That's doing so far right now. Hey, crowd.
Left-handed.
Crowd, enter the crowd. Enter the crowd. Hello, crowd. This is Crown. Go ahead. You got any more for us right now? That's a negative right at the moment. Oh, okay.
Right, can you transfer this call to the other airways here at Andrews? Stand by. Thank you.
That makes it 8-2.
8995, Kilo Echo 683.
Okay, again?
You know this primary or 1-3 still primary?
We're running patches on 1-3 and also 3-1-6.
Okay, we're holding up.
First home run of the season for Billy Williams.
Okay.
Give me a patch in the ground, please.
All right, Roger, stand by 1.
Now Ron Santo, the batter.
Right, stand by for Air Force 1. Roger. Air Force 1, Andrews, Crown on. Crown Air Force 1. There's a message from Wing.
5'9" right-handed, grounds it to short X.
Aircraft as soon as possible.
Maxville 225. He's already made 2 errors. What a game. 9-2. It's going to be another chance for an error. E25. Caviar made 3 errors in 1
Roger,
inning.
Wing 2 Slugger. Meet
69.
aircraft as soon as possible.
E25 for Maxville.
See Wing as soon as possible. Go ahead.
That's 6. And he does.
Any way feasible.
3rd error of the
Roger,
game for
Crown
Don
understands.
Maxville. And he's
Any further, go
ordinarily
ahead.
a good fielder.
Negative and suspect
4th
that
error
is
for
back
the
at
Cards.
Roger.
I might just download this broadcast.
970, Liberty.
Once it is downloadable, it takes about 24 hours. And repurpose it as musings
I'm all done now. I have another one about 5 minutes.
in the dystopian world. I think it's the more
970 Liberty, nobody is at home except the maid at the house anyway, go ahead.
There's Banks with Santo on first 2 outs.
Roger, looking for you.
That's 310, left-handed, pops it up foul territory behind the plate. And McCarver makes the catch. The side is out. Another run though. Toddlingtown, Chicago. Now, could you give me context, Kathy Harden? That's what you say.
Volunteer and Victoria's commercial telephone at Valley.
I value what you say.
Temporarily continuous and security lines should be put in. Just Waka personnel.
Finally.
All that you understand, over. That's a Roger. Cancel commercial lines at Valley and install Waka.
The top of the 9th.
That is a Roger.
Joe Negro has gone all the frickin' way.
Air Force 1, Andrews, go ahead.
Oh,
Okay, give me Crown, please. Roger, wait 1.
okay. 8-2 ball game.
Wait on. Stand by for Air Force 1, Roger. Air Force 1, Andrews, give Crown call. Roger, Air Force 1, we'd like a patch with winter, and patch is coming from Warrior, go ahead. Roger, stand by. Warrior, how do you read me, over? Crown, Andrews, be advised, Warrior calling you. Warrior, Andrews, stand by. Crown? Oh, yeah, Jenny, that is well.
Julian Javier leads it off. Cardinals down by 6. Here's Necro. He's gone all the frickin' way. And he is 2 hits or walks away from fatigue. Pitch to Julian, 6'8", right-handed, flies it to right. That's going to be for a Spangler. Makes the catch, 1 out. Dal Maxville due up. Hit 253. That's pretty good. In 68. 4-9 right-handed, double 1 to 9. It's a double. And now there'll be a hitter for Jaster. The Jester pitched 2 innings. We're just going to put in his earned runs at 1. And let's see who's coming up to hit here to just prolong this excruciating ball game.
AF1 from Crown. How do you read, over? Warrior from Crown, you're loud and clear. I'm putting winner on now. Do you, Roger?
You see if Dick Schofield, that sounds like a name of a baseball player, doesn't it? Dick Schofield. Let's just see, make sure he's on this team. You never know until you. You never know. Yeah, he was on this team. Boy, did he play for a lot of different teams. Played 19 freaking years. Most of them, except for about a handful of 3 of them, part-time. You talk about journeyman player. Lifetime batting average 227. Wow. Dick Schofield.
On the south lawn, about 50 yards from
You name it, he's played on it.
I was in kindergarten on November 22nd, 1963.
He is a switch hitter.
It was announced on the intercom
Schofield
that the
played
president
for
had been
the
shot.
Cardinals, the Pirates, the Giants, the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Cardinals again this year, the Red Sox, the Cardinals again, and then finally the Milwaukee Brewers. You talk about journeymen. There was always someone who wanted them. Well, here's Necro, 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Schofield switch hitter batting left. Pitch from Necro. That's 4-8. Left-handed base hit. Maxville scores, and Necro is fatigued. How do you like that? 4-8. Base hit. I am in my own private hell. They're going to keep Necro in this game here. It's 7-3 now. And Lou Brock is the batter. They're going to keep him in, see if he can retire 2 batters. Schofield on first, 1 down, not being held. Here's Necro. I rarely do this. A fatigued Joe Necro says he's okay. 6'9", left-handed, double to left. That'll be it. Schofield goes to third. We could stretch him, but down by 5 now. It's not worth it. And there's going to be a new pitcher. Folks, if you're just joining us, this has been, in my opinion, among the most excruciating games I've ever played in Strat-O-Matic. I've had some bad ones, but this, coupled with my mood, okay? 4 errors by St. Louis, 3 of them by Julian Dal Maxville. Necro pitched 8 1/3. Someone up there just wants me to continue simmering in this spinality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits. Walked 2. You could do it, Jeff. Struck out 1 and has allowed 3 runs. It's 7-3. The only thing that could make this better, even though Kathy Harden wants the Cubs, is extra innings. And I think it's going to be Tiefenauer coming in. He pitched in this game in real world. Lord. Tiefenauer. Jesus. Tell me he's not carded. Tell me he's not frickin' carded.
I didn't hear you at all.
Oh.
I did not hear you at all, Mac. Repeat.
I want to see why he's not carded.
Repeat complete statement.
I'm determined to finish this, folks.
Your complete statement, your entire statement. My entire statement I will repeat.
He's not carded because he only pitched 13 1/3 innings with a 6.08 ERA. We'll bring in Phil Reagan. Phil Reagan coming in, not eligible for a save. And if you have sloshed through this game with me, credit to you. It's 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. 7-3. And Reagan is ready. Here's Kurt Flood coming up. Infield is back. Reagan from the stretch. The pitch to Flood. 0 for 4. 6-6 right-handed, grounds it to third B. Grounds it to third B, 2nd and 3rd. The runners will hold. A beautiful play by Santo holding the runners. And here's Maris. Simmering and stewing. Absolutely, Kathy. I just have to remind myself after I complete this ball game, there's nothing imminently dangerous in my life, even though I'm scared. I'm scared. The pitch from Reagan. Maris swings, and it's a base hit. Schofield scores. Brock scores. It's a 7-5 ball game, and Orlando can tie it up with a blast. It's a 7-5 ball game. We can close out Necro, who ends up allowing 5 earned runs, although he's the winner of record. Hughes the loser. it's all come down to this. This has turned out.
Correct. We are...
Oh,
Tell him that
Orlando Cepeda, nicknamed the Baby Bull.
be at the airport to greet
He
him.
died in June of last year, June 28th.
Number to the White House. Over.
He was Puerto Rican.
That is all right. Take another message. Over. Yeah. Secondly,
He was Rookie of the Year by unanimous vote in 1958.
no, negative. There will be no White House staff meeting tonight. Right. Will be tomorrow. Over. Correct. I have you. I have it.
After retiring,
Let me repeat your message. Right. Over.
he traveled to Colombia to direct a baseball clinic. He met a group of drug dealers who convinced him to put bags containing 5 pounds of cannabis in 2 boxes containing handmade clothing. Cepeda had used cannabis since 1965. Good for him. He returned to Puerto Rico, waiting 10 days before contacting the airport to see if the boxes had arrived. When Cepeda arrived to collect his cargo, he was told that they could not be released since the shipping cost had not been covered. The shipment actually weighed 170 pounds, far more than he had been expecting. At that point, 2 police officers who were aware of the package's contents instructed one of the air freight employees to give Cepeda the boxes with or without payment. An airport employee delivered the boxes to Cepeda's car, and once Cepeda returned to his vehicle, he was arrested and charged with drug possession. While on trial for that charge, he was arrested a second time after a man alleged that Cepeda had pointed a gun at him. A third case was brought by Pino. Who the hell is Pino? I guess it was his seeking an increase in alimony and child support payments. He was finally convicted of drug possession. He served 10 months in jail, the balance of his sentence on probation. Following his release, a DA in Puerto Rico told the prison's warden that if Cepeda returned, the mafia would likely attempt to kill him, leading to Cepeda's assignment to a halfway house in Philadelphia. Isn't that a shame? I don't think he did much that was too wrong. He did community work. He was recognized nationally for his humanitarian efforts as an ambassador for baseball, and he served as an honorary spokesman for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America. The Giants retired his number in 1999. It hangs on the upper deck in the left field corner of Oracle Park. I'm going to add this one other note. A former Catholic, Cepeda began practicing Nichiren Buddhism as a member of the Buddhist Association. He was hospitalized in 2018 after a fall. He suffered what was called a cardiac episode, and head injury and a stroke after falling in a parking lot. Oh, so much with this man. He finally died in June of 2024 at the age of 86. He died 10 days after Mays died. So, you know, everyone has a mixed legacy. No one is perfect. But he did some very, very good stuff, and he could do some very, very good stuff right now as Phil Reagan faces Orlando. It's 8-5, and actually, he can't even tie up the game with a home run. I was mistaken. Crap. Figures. Possible wild pitch. Reagan 1-4. No. Stopped in the dirt by Hundley. Here's the pitch to Orlando. 5-8. Right-handed. Grounds it to second. X. This could be the end of misery. Beckert 120. 15-1. Throws him out, and the ball game is over. I'll have the recap in just a minute or two. Final score, 8-5. Made it slightly interesting there at the end, St. Louis. Sad what happens to people's lives, you know. I need to buck up and not be as fragile. That's really something. Look at that. Let me just check that again. 1, 2.
You're still connected with Roger, could you ring them for me? Ring again? Yeah.
The final score is the Chicago Cubs 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. The St. Louis Cardinals 5 runs, 13 hits, and 4 errors. The Cardinals out-hit the Cubs and lost. The win goes to Necro. The loss to Hughes. Home runs, Hundley, his second of the year, a grand slam set the pace in the first inning. All the runs were unearned due to the error by Shannon. Home run by Orlando and Billy Williams. 4-0, no Blues in Chi-Town. Kathy, thank you for sticking this out with me. You're very tolerant. You're very accepting. I want to say to everybody out there, stay strong, stay well, and I will catch you next time. You got to admit, this was one of the most bizarre games. Bizarre, excruciatingly, a very excruciating ball game. And I think I'm going to have to wait a couple days before I play another game of Strat-O-Matic. I think I'll be okay, though. I think I'll be okay to play once. I'm just in a mood this morning. You know what I'm saying? I was in kindergarten on November 22nd, 1963, when it was announced on the intercom that the president had been shot.